All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahakwadash. Double honors be to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elders of Alchemy of GMS. And men that are liking that is pushing word with truth and sincerity. A shalom, total select. And we're going to go to a quick lesson here all through this parent power of Yahweh Bahashem Shai. And we were just kind of meditating on words, doing a quick lesson before we hit the highways and byways. And the brother Yadizak, your young brother, he was thinking about just the word faith, and so that's a buzzword, especially in this truth, because you have to have faith to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, without faith, nothing's possible. All right, so we're just gonna go to a few precepts. It's gonna be a quick lesson. The brothers on the road. The brother Elder Paloyan, he's coming back from Cincy. So we just wait for the brothers to hit so we can get on the highways and byways, Lord's will, and just hit some precepts and just close out, man. All right, because without faith, and it's going to tell you in the scriptures. All right, so and you can roll, man, and just go ahead and take what you got to say, bro, because the brother going to probably lead off a little bit, and I'm gonna pick up, when I need to.
You gonna pull the precept, or you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, just speak.
Okay, yeah. Starting, Yahweh Shah came, and that's what he was teaching. Faith. That was a part of his ministry, and the brothers that, his disciples that he would go to, he would tell them to leave whatever they was doing and follow him.
That's right. Yep.
And what that took, faith. To see who he was and know how important what he was pursuing, the Heavenly Father's will, all about his Father's business. That's what they needed to be about, and turn from the world that they was pursuing at first, where they was out on the fishing or something, like whatever they was doing. So that's what we do. Fast forward in today's time, our main focus is our Heavenly Father's will, his business. And it takes faith to realize that, to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's in Matthew's. Yeah, tells you they dropped everything for Yahweh Shai's work, for Yahweh Shai's Father's business, man. And they had to lead on by faith, because just like us, we're going off by faith. And we know this is the 100% truth. Let me look, when you go into it and you look into prophecies, you see how far this place is fallen, and how it's fallen, and how dramatically it's fallen.
Yeah.
We know that through what? And also faith, and then you can jump through that with prophecy. All right. Revelation 19th chapter 10th verse, man. All right, Yahweh Shai, man. He's always talking about prophecy, man. That's how we know this place is going down. That's how we know this is Babylon the Great. And also by faith, and through, of course, research, reading the scriptures. All right, so we're just going to get a few precepts. It's not going to be a long lesson, and I'm going to read off Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you ain't seeing this.
It's the spiritual world.
Yeah,
it's spiritual. It's totally spiritual. You're not gonna see it in the cardinal flesh. If you looking in the cardinal eyes, your cardinal eyes, you're not gonna see why the men of the Lord moving the way that they moving. You're not gonna see why they believe in prophecy. Why y'all believe in that? Let's get this money. Why we not worried about so focused on getting this money. We focus on prophecy. The coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, his return, and we believe in that.
Yeah, we definitely looking for the Revelation 13. That's going to test, and that's going to test your faith too, because it's going to test your carnal side, like the bro said. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me get a precept real quick.
Why you get that? That's when Yahweh Shah went to his disciples, and he was going to get his disciples. When he got them, he was leading them through the walk and through his ministry, and he was testing their faith. And he would basically scoff them, when they was lacking faith. Ye of little faith, y'all y'all. So that's what, through this walk, our faith is being tested every day. Every single day. It's not a day where our faith isn't being tested.
Yep, and that's true. That's why it's an ongoing battle with the spiritual and the flesh. All right, it's always opposite of each other. That's why this fight is. I mean, you know, it's a fixed fight because you know we are the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But it's a fixed fight. But it's a fight that we don't know what the outcome is going to be, so to speak, as of the hopeful elect, which we got an inclination of it. All right, if you're doing the work, the will of Yahweh Shema Shah to the best of your abilities, which I believe we are doing, but we don't know that, you know, because you got a lot of bug outs. All right,
because you got to endure to the end.
Yeah,
that's how you really gonna know.
Go grab that precept. I got Romans 8 verse. Oh, you ain't got your sword. It's all gravy. It's all good. It's all good. I'll grab precepts. All right, I got it. Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded, all right, carnally is being of the flesh. Minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Spiritually minded, all right.
Yeah.
And spiritual, that goes hand in hand with having faith, all right? Because you can't trust in your flesh. If you trust in your flesh, you're gonna be a bug. Yeah, death. Yeah, pretty much. You know.
And most people, that's why most people out here, they dead man walking.
Woo.
You only alive when you walking by faith through the Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you have spiritual eyes to see, ears to hear. You know, other than that, you a dead man walking. You a zombie.
Yeah.
Out here.
Elder Apostle Gabal always say, man, you dead from your neck up, man.
Yeah.
And niggas are out, even Israelite camps out here are dead men walking, so to speak, because they lack faith. They, first and foremost, you call on Jesus Christ every fucking 3 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Jesus Christ?
Dang.
All right. And every time you put a vision with Jesus Christ, you think of a so-called white man, an Edomite. All right, when you put in Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, that got some oomph to it too, man, and they got some pizzazz to it, man.
And you have to have faith to believe those the names.
Yeah.
To get back to the Hebrew, you know, because that's the Hebrew spirit. You gotta get back to get out
Paleo,
of
the Lashon Kodash, you know, the ancient Hebrew, man. Yeah, the holy tongue, man, which is the Hebrew, man, like the bro said. Because that has a lot of power in it, which we, in Lord's will, we continue to learn about it. Because, you know, I'm not the most polished on Hebrew.
Right.
Some brothers aren't. I'm, you know, some brothers are.
I'm not.
I know an elder brother that's extremely polished on Hebrew. I mean, you know, I went to war with him a few times. But, you know, but either or, knowing the names is extremely, that tests your faith too. But let me go back to, Hebrews 11. You got precept. You want to call for something? Just go ahead. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it, I'm just gonna read down to like 6. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right.
So basically, this go back to the beginning. Our world, everything is already ordained. The decree has been out since the beginning. We're just playing it out.
Yep.
And we got our own lot, and we walking by, you know, our own path, our spiritual path, and our calling. And that's why they say that, you know, the prophets, the spirits of the prophets are. What's the you know, roughly paraphrasing? Yeah,
because they're coming back to the same lot.
Yeah,
that's in Daniel.
So, and that's all men. If you of the wicked, you gonna come back. You are the wicked. But only the men of the Lord, the elect, you know, few within the nation of Israel is really going to walk by that faith and see by that faith and hear by faith to understand those things. Yep. Yeah.
And that's real talk. And you know what? It's not a easy thing to do either. All right, because like I said, you're ran by, first and foremost, you're in this filthy flesh, and then also you in Babylon the Great, America, which is the most filthiest place ever, most filthiest kingdom ever. So you got to be around a lot of Edomites, Elamites, Moabites, Ammonites, Ishmaelites, niggas. All right, all right, Israelites, you know, because they're Jake, you know, but they're not in a Israelite state of mind. Because if there was an Israelite state of mind, they would have some type of they would have some cognizance about them. If I'm even using that word right, they would have some type of standard, which is the law.
Standard, yeah.
Yeah, the law. All right, but they don't have it. All right, and in order for them to have it, this place needs to be destroyed, and niggas 2/3 need to get put to death by way of nuclear missiles. All right, this is why everything's playing out how it's playing out. DJ Trump saying this, saying that.
Right.
You got peace in the Middle East, which is like I said in my last video. I've never seen peace. I've been there. You know, look at this all confusion, man. You got kids all over the place running. Look at this shit. That shit's raw, man. That's just off, man. Look at the shorty, man. She's probably homeless, man. This shit's sad, man.
No
and these
dad.
are our people.
Yeah. No head.
Yeah, no man.
No man. So.
But she got mad kids.
She wide open for the devil. You know.
Yeah, and guess what? Esau is putting them up with the Euro step. You know, but like I said, we're gonna go back to having faith and read up a little bit. We're gonna close out. You know, it was just a quick little lesson before we go hit the highways and byways, Lord's will. I did have a preset, but I'm on.
Because you know we need mercy. We absolutely need mercy. That's why Yahushua came. That's why we need faith to call on his name for mercy, because at that time we have no sacrifice. Who we going? We don't have a Levitical priesthood to go to.
There it is.
So that's why Paul, you know, during his ministry, he was telling them, hey, you just have faith. He calling, you know, even the Gentiles, which were, you know, the Israelites, foreigners, you know, he was calling them to come back into the fold. And call on this name, Yahushua.
Yeah.
Because we don't know you don't have sacrifices. You know, the Jews, they off, you know.
And we don't have, we can't do it. We can't find an unblemished, you know what I mean?
We can't find that.
Fuck out of here. We got to go to the fucking so-called white man.
Yeah.
Which everything is dirty. Even if you drink Yayizzle, Yayan, that got fucking pork in it, man.
Yeah.
So you can't keep, like I said, we don't, that's why the law is not dead, but we cannot follow it to the 100%. Capacity. It's impossible for us, but we do it to the best of our abilities. All right, so we're gonna we're gonna read a little bit and we're gonna close out, bro. You can close out too. All right. What was I stopped at? I'm gonna start at 3. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed. Quick little lesson. Yeah, a little lesson. This is through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated. So just giving you examples, you know, you go into Genesis. The point I want to get down is just 6, and we can close out. And we got the elder brother just pulled up. The brother's pulling up. So translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. That's predestination that the brother just said. Verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And he is, that goes in the title of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. He is to be who he exists. Now that goes into the names, you know, and we believe in those names. Starting with our, great millstone, our apostles, elder bishop, man, on down, you know, and it's extremely spiritual. All right, we're not carnally minded. If we are carnal minded, we got to slap the shit out of ourselves and continue to be spiritual minded, because you can continue your body, the fight is with the flesh and with the spirit.
Yeah.
And it's a fight, you know. But any closing words, bro?
No, I would just say walk after the flesh, you going, you know, that's unto death. You know, walk after the spirit, that's life. It's that simple.
Yes,
you
sir.
know?
So we're gonna close up. We about to go hit the highways and byways. Lord's will is edifying, giving all praise, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors be to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elders Walkme of GMS and men that are liking that is push forward with truth and sincerity. And shalom to those elect while Baba Ball shalom and endure. Lord's will.